December 15th, 2025, Monday of the third week of Advent. Lectionary, 187 reading, 1 Numbers 24 to 2 to 7, 1517a. When Balaam raised his eyes and saw Israel encamped, tribe by tribe, the Spirit of God came upon him, and he gave voice to his oracle, the utterance of Balaam, son of Beor, the utterance of a man whose eye is true, the utterance of one who hears what God says and knows what the Most High knows, of one who sees what the Almighty sees, enraptured and with eyes unveiled. How goodly are your tents, O Jacob, your encampments, O Israel. They are like gardens beside a stream, like the cedars planted by the Lord. His wells shall yield free-flowing waters. He shall have the sea within reach. His king shall rise higher, and his royalty shall be exalted. Then Balaam gave voice to his oracle, the utterance of Balaam, son of Beor, the utterance of the man whose eye is true, the utterance of one who hears what God says and knows what the Most High knows, of one who sees what the Almighty sees, enraptured and with eyes unveiled. I see him, though not now. I behold him, though not near. A star shall advance from Jacob, and a staff shall rise from Israel. Matthew 21:23-27. When Jesus had come into the temple area, the chief priests and the elders of the people approached him as he was teaching and said, "By what authority are you doing these things? And who gave you this authority?" Jesus said to them in reply, "I shall ask you one question, and if you answer it for me, then I shall tell you by what authority I do these things. Where was John's baptism from? Was it of heavenly or of human origin?" They discussed this among themselves and said, "If we say of heavenly origin, he will say to us, 'Then why did you not believe him?' But if we say, 'Of human origin,' we fear the crowd, for they all regard John as a prophet." So they said to Jesus in reply, "We do not know." He himself said to them, "Neither shall I tell you by what authority I do these things." Bible Reflections. In the book of Numbers, God speaks through Balaam, using beautiful images of hope and promise. Balaam proclaims, "A star shall come forth from Jacob, and a staff shall rise from Israel." In the ancient world, a star symbolized a great king, someone chosen by God whose life would affect many. For us as Christians, this points to Jesus Christ, whose birth was announced by the Star of Bethlehem. The staff represents authority and leadership, reminding us that Jesus is the true King, sent by God to lead his people with love and mercy. In the Gospel from Matthew, we see Jesus teaching in the temple when the religious leaders question his authority. Instead of arguing, Jesus asks them about John the Baptist. Was John sent by God or by men? The leaders refuse to answer honestly because they are afraid and unwilling to face the truth. Their response shows that their struggle is not with evidence, but with pride and fear. These readings invite us to reflect on our own hearts. Do we recognize God at work when he speaks in ways we do not expect? Do we trust his authority even when it challenges us? Let us remember that God's will is always greater than our own, and his plan unfolds in his perfect time. May we remain humble, open, and faithful, ready to follow Christ, the true star and shepherd of our lives.